Welcome to the Legend of Tarzan Workout Challenge. I'm Nick Hounslow.
And I'm Terry Ann Crefting.
And we've teamed up with Warner Brothers Pictures to create a workout inspired by the new film, The Legend of Tarzan. This workout is about harnessing your inner human nature with the world around you. You can do this at home with zero equipment. And the best part is, you won't be alone.
Share your stories, pictures, and progress as we guide you through the 6-week challenge. Don't forget to tag us and use the hashtag Tarzan Challenge for a chance to be featured on our social media.
Welcome to week 1. This is going to be a full body focus to get you started on our Tarzan Workout Challenge. Each move you're going to perform for 60 seconds without stopping until you get to the end of the loop. We're going to start right away with our warm-up. First thing, high knee lifts. Take the hands up in the air, bring the knee down to meet it, right here, either side. Switching, keeping that core nice and tight. Keep crunching it as you exhale.
Great, next we're going to move on to squats. I want you to bring your feet hip-width apart, sink that butt down to the ground just like you're sitting in a chair, push through your quads and squeeze your glutes at the top.
Finally on that warm-up, we're going to do a little jog in place. So hands up, abs tight, little jog on the spot for that full 60 seconds.
Great, now that you're warmed up, let's get started with the workout. We're going to start with a long arm plank. Once you're in plank, I want you to bring your right knee to your right elbow. Using those obliques, exhale each time you draw that knee to your elbow.
Awesome, staying down in this move for me. We're going to do a little side step push-up. So keeping the hands on the mat, you're going to work your way to the outside of the mat. So step it out to the right, push up. Back to the center, to the left, push up.
From there, I want you to hop up into chair pose. Bring those arms all the way up. Now sink that butt back into the ground, squeezing your knees and your quads together.
Great, after that 60 seconds, we're down on the mat. Lower back into the mat, knees come up, hands behind the head. We're going to work into bicycles. So we're going to take that right elbow to the left knee. Here we go. Across, opposite side. Keep it nice and continuous. Exhaling as that knee comes to that elbow.
Moving on to a reverse lunge with rotation. We're going to step back with the right leg, rotating to the left and alternate. Ready? Here we go. Push through those quads. Squeeze your obliques the whole time.
Awesome job, guys. We're now going to work into that cool down, which is so important. So widen up your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. You're going to take your left hand across to your right foot, opening up with a twist. I want you to hold this for 30 seconds, either side. Switching it up, opening up on the other side, breathing.
Great. From there, I want you to hang in the middle, walk your feet all the way together, and just hold it here for 60 seconds, stretching through those hamstrings. Now slowly bend your knees and roll all the way up. Roll those shoulders back. Great, next we're gonna do straight leg kicks. So I want you to kick your right leg and reach your left arm across your body.
The next move, we're going to do little punches. So focusing on the right fist first, punching it out, giving a little body rotation. Here we go. Keeping those abs nice and tight, punching it, snapping it back, getting that little core rotating in this workout.
Now that you're warmed up, let's work out. I want you to come to the back of your mat, and we're going to slowly roll all the way down. Inchworm your way out to plank. Give me a shoulder tap on the right, a shoulder tap on the left, and inchworm your way back and stand all the way up. Let's do that again. Walk all the way out, shoulder tap right and left, and walk back.
The next move we're going to do is a tricep dip with a kick. So I need you on the mat, tricep dip position, pushing yourself up. As you push up, you're going to kick with the right, kick with the left. So straighten those arms, lock those triceps out. Exhale as you kick that leg up.
Nice. Moving on to triangle push-ups. So I want you to flip around, bring your hands up into a triangle. So you can either challenge yourself like Nick and go up on your toes, or you can stay here like me on your knees and drop your chest in between that triangle. Down and up.
The next move, we're going to hit a gorilla dip. So I need you back on your butt. So with the gorilla dips, we're going to work on the right side. So take your left hand on top of your left knee, pushing up and down on that right side. Make sure you contract that arm straight. Exhale when you push up.
Great, now let's just switch it. Bring that left hand down, your right hand goes on that knee and dip.
Great job, guys. You made it to the cool down. We're gonna go into a static windmill. So up on those feet, as wide as the mat, left hand, right foot, all the way down, open it up. Taking all that work you just did, float it to the other side, holding each for 30 seconds.
Now bring those hands down into the middle, walk your feet all the way together, and just let yourself hang, stretching through those hamstrings. Now bend your knees and slowly roll it all the way up. Give me one shoulder roll back. Nice work.
Let's start with that warm-up, hip openers. So I want you to go down into a long arm plank. You're gonna bring your right foot up to your right hand. Step it back, opposite side. Make sure you keep breathing through this warm-up.
Next up, we have chest openers. I want you to hop up, swing those arms back, open up your chest, and cross in front. We're gonna do a lot of chest today.
Your next move is a squat lat pull down. So we're gonna really start working that back, warming it up. So taking the hands above you as you squat, pulling down a lat pull down. So pull, reach it up, pull, reach it up. Make sure you exhale when you pull those elbows behind you.
That's the warm-up, let's work out. We're gonna start with jungle crawl push-ups. So I want you to come to the back of your mat, come down to a long arm plank. As you do a push-up, you're gonna bring your right knee to your right elbow. Here we go. And switch.
From this move, I want you to lie down on your stomach, using those abdominals pushed against the mat. Take your hands out in front. This is a lat pull down extension. So pulling the elbows behind you as you exhale.
Next up, we have diagonal switching push-ups. So I want you to come up into long arm plank. Bring that right arm back, left arm is forward. Give me one push-up and switch. Keeping that elbow tight to your side.
So from this position, lie onto your front. We're gonna do lower back extensions. So hands underneath the shoulders, lifting the legs up, straight legs as you exhale, crunching into that lower back. Keep it nice and tight, keep breathing.
Your last move of the workout, we're gonna do plank walks. So I want you to come up into plank on your forearms. Keeping your hips parallel, you're gonna walk up into long arm plank. So walk right and left, and then down, right, left.
Week 5 is complete. Let's do that cool down, starting with that static windmill. So back up on your feet, feet as wide as the mat into that static windmill. So left hand, right foot, twist it, open it up, breathe. Switch it to the other side. Looking back behind you, reaching up to that hand.
Bring those hands to the center, walk your feet in. Forward hanging fold, just let that weight bring you down. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Bend your knees slowly, roll it all the way up. Give me one shoulder roll back.
Exercise 60 seconds all the way through without stopping to the best of your ability. Jumping jacks, 60 seconds, here we go.
Great, moving on to vine rope. So it's just like you're jumping rope.
Great job. Moving on to windmills. Feet a little wider than hip distance. Take that left hand down to that right foot. Here we go. Stay down there and just alternate side to side. Opening it up, keeping those abs nice and tight as you switch.
Great, now that you're warmed up, let's move on to the workout. We're gonna start with some dynamic hip openers. So I want you to come down into plank, step that right leg up outside your hands, and then switch.
We're gonna move on to tree falls. So you're gonna flip onto your back, lower back into the mat, slide your hands under your lower back for support, take your legs up, push them up to the sky, take them down, just stop them shy of the floor, lift them back up.
Nice work. We're gonna move on to tabletop ankle taps. So I want you to come up, into tabletop, raising your right leg, reach your left hand towards your ankle, and switch. Each time exhale, suck that belly button into your spine.
Flipping onto your front into a plank. So elbow plank, nice tight core, your back needs to be flat. We're again gonna drop your hips to the right and then to the left, so a little hip rotation. Here we go. Keep that butt up in the air the whole time.
From there, we're gonna move on to plank jack. So just like you're doing a jumping jack, only in plank position. Bring those feet out and jump it back in. Just like jumping jacks.
Great job, guys, you made it to the cool down. So into pigeon pose, come up onto your arms, drag your right foot in the center, pushing that chest up as you exhale, stretching it out. And then opposite side, bringing that left foot up. Again, same deal, exhale, push your chest up, breathe.
Great, now I want you to bring that right leg around and we're gonna move on to butterfly. So bring those feet together, grab your toes, and now pull your chest down towards your toes, stretching through those hip flexors.
Exercise, continuous. Try to do this without stopping to the best of your ability. We're gonna start with that warm-up, demi squat. So, little squat coming up on the toes, keep it nice and quick for 60 seconds. Here we go.
Next, forward kicks. With your right leg, kick it forward. Exhale each time you kick, squeezing those abs and leaning back each time.
Your last warm-up move are gonna be inchworms. So I want you to scoot to the back of your mat. We're gonna work our way down onto the mat and back up, keeping that core nice and tight. Here we go. Working it out, core is tight, work it all the way back up. Keep the hands connected, work it back out.
Great, now that you're warmed up, let's work out. We're gonna start with alternating lunges with a reach. I want you to step that right leg back and reach that right arm over into a C. Pushing through your glutes and your quads. You should also feel a little hip stretch too.
The next move is a coconut squat. So I want you to imagine you're holding a coconut right here. You're gonna take those elbows down to those knees in a squat. Pushing through those glutes, straightening those legs at the top. Get nice and deep, make sure those elbows touch those knees.
Next, we have a side lunge. So I want you to step out with your right leg, pushing your butt towards the back of the room. Working those inner thighs and those outer thighs on the way out.
This next move, you're gonna have to use a lot of power from that lower body. Frog jumps. So widen up your feet to the width of the mat. You're gonna touch the floor, jump as high as you can, keeping that core nice and tight. The power has to come from the legs. Here we go. Try to look up and reach as far as you can.
Our last move, we're gonna come down onto the mat, bridge with alternating reach overhead. So I want you to reach that right arm up first. Here we go.
Great job, guys. Lower body is done. We're just gonna cool it down. So into that pigeon pose. So I want you to go into that long arm plank. Drag that right foot forward, resting it on the mat. Push the chest up, exhale. Feel that stretch all through the core, through those legs, and then switch sides. Pushing yourself all the way up.
Last move is the butterfly. Bring that right leg all the way around. Match your feet up. Grab your toes and pull your chest down towards your toes, stretching through your hips. Trying to keep that back nice and flat.
Your final move is gonna be a rotational lunge. So with that right leg, stepping back, reaching over the left side. Rotate opposite side. Keep breathing. Nice and deep using those glutes.
Now you're warmed up, let's work out. We're gonna do the exact same thing, only we're gonna add a jump. So rotational lunge with a jump. Here we go. Rotate through that core, push through your quads.
We're now gonna hit the shoulder push-up. So work yourself to the back of the mat, put your hands down on the floor, keep your feet as close to your hands as you can, and then lower yourself down, elbows out to the side, pushing through those shoulders. You can make this a little easier if you need to by pushing the feet away further.
From here, I want you to walk out to plank. We're moving on to frog jump with a burpee. So I want you to jump your feet in, jump up, hands down, jump back, jump in, jump up.
Ready for the next one. Tree climbers. So right knee comes up, left knee comes up right away. Keep those abs nice and tight.
Moving on from here, dynamic lizard lunge. So I want you to step that right foot outside those right hands. And now I want you to jump and switch. Push through those shoulders.
Amazing job, guys. Week 6 is done. We're gonna go into that cool down, finishing with that pigeon pose. So back into that long arm plank. Take that right foot up, rest it, feel it stretch all the way up, exhale. And then rotate other side. Push those shoulders back as you lift that chest up.
Moving on to butterfly. Sweep that back leg around. You know this move by now. Bring those toes together. Grab your toes and pull your chest straight down. Keeping that back nice and flat. And we did it. That was week 6.
Yeah, we made it. You've finished the 6-week Tarzan challenge. Even though you've reached the end, it doesn't have to stop there.
Start from week 1, adding 30 seconds to each exercise.
So instead of 60 seconds per exercise, you'll be doing 90 seconds.
You can also get this week's final Tarzan meal from Chef. Click on the link below.
Keep sharing your